myself. Oh no, give me that sound. Oh, I gotta go like Cobain. 8 years to the grave, gone insane. My blood got propane. How you gon' go and throw my name with shame? Already cross-faded, making it to the disco. I hate it, and you know how this goes. You framed it, picture painted in my room. This that real life shit, none of Zoom, got the scene in it.
Make sure you subscribe
What's
to
up, y'all? It's your host, the most, that's the most. JerCrispy, welcome back to another video. Just popping my for you, my little thing. It said, look, watch it. Look like he need to watch it. Came out 2 months ago. Don't give a fuck. But anywho, my guys, ladies and gentlemen, today what I got for Jamar, why Lil Nas X lost 96% of his fan in 1 year. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow on social media. And how much I want to bet this nigga is gonna bring? He's gonna bring up the Jesus thing. How much you want to bet?
So back in 2019, Lil Nas X hit lightning in a bottle when he dropped the song Old Town Road. This guy came out of absolutely nowhere, sleeping on his sister's couch after dropping out of college, and suddenly he had the biggest song in the entire world.
Then I found this beat on YouTube, which is the Old Town Road beat by this guy named Young Keo. And I made this song. It was like a loner cowboy running away from everything. And Old Town Road is like this path of success, and like, you know, we want to continue on this.
He paid $30 for the beat and released the track independently on SoundCloud.
That was back in the earlier days of TikTok, a platform that over time would gain a reputation for its ability to make unknown artists achieve hit songs.
Are you the This song is kind of hard.
And with Nas X having a lot of experience on the internet in his teens, he already knew how to make memes and other posts go viral organically by understanding.
But I heard Lil Nas had other songs that he made. My brother had showed me, bro, and they was actually fire. They ain't blow that much, but it was fire though.
Algorithm through the best teacher, trial and error. So for months he relentlessly promoted this song through memes, trying to force a trend to get attention towards his music.
Putting it into memes and, you know, like kind of forcing it into the internet in a way.
Old Town Road became a meme on TikTok. People would drink something called hee-haw juice, and the song would start up and they might be dancing in a hip-hop manner, and they would jump in the air and transform into cowboys.
The song became a trending sound, and I really feel like the mixture of modern country over a trap beat really helped create this independent hit.
Is Old Town Road by Lil Nas X a country song? Yes. It is also a hip-hop song. It is a country trap song. It is both.
And once Columbia Records got their hands on Lil Nas and Old Town Road, they were highly incentivized to capitalize on its success, and really to make Nas a superstar while they do so.
How did you get all this money?
I made a song about horses.
And when Billy Ray Cyrus would hop on the remix only 4 months later, it turned this bonfire into a full-blown inferno.
If you go to my past tweets, like 2 days after I put the song, like, Twitter, please help me get Billy Ray on there, because I was like, Billy Ray Cyrus would be perfect for this.
He said, hey, we got this thing, we'd love for your husband to hear it. And I actually stood up out of my chair. I stood up and go, God, I love that. That dude is original.
And as a matter of fact, this song would have several remixes, featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, Diplo, Young Thug, various BTS members, and even Mason Ramsey, the yodeling Walmart kid.
And he said he had some really great news that Lil Nas X invited me to be on his song.
And so for over a year, this song plagued the ears of every shopper, radio enjoyer, and really person in the world.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When this song, they played this song at my auntie wedding, I think. Yeah, and I was doing this the whole fucking time. Fucking, like I was fucking actually riding a horse. Pause! Pause, because I know how y'all niggas
in my bedroom, and now the whole entire planet is listening to it.
And as a result, Old Town Road would be solidified as one of the biggest songs of all time, racking up over 1 billion streams and topping the Billboard charts for a record-breaking 19 weeks in a row.
And look how, you see how he was on top of the world, now everybody start hating because he was gay. Bro, we cannot be doing that, bro. So what the artist gay, man? I'm gonna still listen to that music, bro. Okay, as long as he ain't doing that stuff to me, hey. I fuck with the nigga, I fuck with Lil Nas music. I fuck with his music though. Like, y'all can't tell me. And one of my second favorite artists made it, and they young boy made a song with him. So I mean, look, Ain't nothing wrong with it though.
This was actually enough to make it the fastest song of all time to reach diamond status. And you have to keep in mind that Nas had purchased the beat for Old Town Road for $30, and he recorded the entire thing in a closet in his sister's apartment. And really up until that time, the most notable thing he had done online was run a faceless fan page for Nicki Minaj, and basically create viral pop culture memes.
I guess I didn't realize like how great I had become at doing like internet stuff until people started telling me. So I was like, is everybody not using the internet this way?
Right.
But yeah, you learn so much like subconsciously just doing the things that you do on the internet.
So for him to come out of nowhere like this was unprecedented, but not unlikely. His understanding of social media and how it played into his blow-up really cannot be emphasized enough.
I saw you made that post on Reddit where you were like, what's that song that goes, I'm gonna take my horse to Old Town Road?
Because I knew this is what people want to search.
I mean, don't get me wrong, this was right after the era of the meme rapper, but Nas X was actually getting the numbers to back up his social media persona.
Yeah.
Unlike other acts whose online antics really seem to outshine their actual music.
Hey, bitch, little pumping this shit, man. I just hit 1 million, and we celebrating with a Zan cake, bitch. Ask it!
Although I will say, Old
I
Town
remember
Road
this.
was
Let's get it, man. Popping on X pills. Got a brand new car, brand new bitch. Popping on X, and let's get it. I'm like, what the fuck? I fuck with this. Damn, I wish that pun never fell off. Well, I don't use fell off. I wish that nigga like people just like stay tuned into that nigga music like that, bro. But he was like, man, as long as I move my mama out the hood, bro, I'm straight and all that shit. I was like,
without its own controversy, as people started to say that he stole the entire trap country sound from a rapper named Lil Tracy, who had released a song 6 months earlier called
Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up. Who the fuck is Lil Tracy? Who the fuck is Lil Tracy? Y'all know who Lil Tracy is? Y'all know who Lil Tracy is? Y'all know who Lil Tracy is? I don't know who Lil Tracy is. I don't know who Lil Tracy is. That's why I was looking around for a little minute. I was like, who the fuck is Lil Tracy?
Like a Farmer.
I got horses in my car like a farmer.
Right, get this shit out my ear, bro. Get that shit out my ear, bro. Get that shit out my ear, bro. Get that shit out my ear, bro.
It was genuinely like I saw like.
Oh my God, here we go. The Breakfast Club. They can never. Oh my God, here we go. I gotta speak on them niggas again. Get these niggas, get the fucking BFC. Get the BFC out of here, bro. Get them BFCs out of here. Not getting y'all full name. The BFCs. The BFCs, they don't know what they want. They can't have a good conversation without bringing up the celebrity, somebody else's personal business. They never could talk to a normal conversation. And that's like, it's crazy. BFC need to chill out. I don't know why BFC doing all that. They need to chill out.
Like one of these
BFC,
like country trappers kind of songs. I was like, damn, what if I did that but better? And you know, that's what happened.
Either way, Lil Nas X was absolutely popping off. He was performing at elementary schools all around the country, but many still questioned if he would fall victim to the one-hit wonder curse that plagued so many artists, including Billy Ray Cyrus himself, at least before Old Town Road, that is. But on June...
My father was severely burned while working on the job, and he worked for a company.
Fuck you, bitch. Anyways.
But on June 20th, 2019, we would see that the dude was actually bigger than one song, as Lil Nas would drop a 6-pack EP. And in that moment, he made it clear that he was really good at blending genres.
Ain't that it was that song called Oh, please let me know. Oh, please leave me at the cool. If I tell you when I walk in, you wouldn't have to walk. And I take it all back. I don't care what you I don't need to make you mad. I like you. I'll call you later on. We can have some sex.
Essentially making whatever sounds he wanted from single to single. Nas went from something that sounded like it should be on a Scooby-Doo chase scene to soft punk rock, futuristic. alternative, and even keeping that country vibe going as well. His 7 EP was positively received by the public, and the songs Rodeo and Panini were immediately deemed as his
what that shit called? Hey Panini, I thought you want this. Can you say to me what you want from me? Just say to me what you want from me.
next hit songs.
What's different between this success you're having?
Oh my
now
God,
and the success you have with Old Town Road?
I feel like I'm much more in
YBFC
control
is in my
of it,
face.
You know, like I feel like I have the reins on it.
And you know, hey, Donkey other day go to that nigga right there. Hey, a nigga already humble his ass. That's why his ass can't bring enough. That's why his ass can't fucking can't talking about no artist. And he fucking the artist made his ass shut his mouth up.
I feel like I'm much more in control of, you know, like I feel like I have the reins on it.
Now, a mere 10 days after he would more or
I'm tired
less
of seeing
prove that he was more than a lucky artist who caught a
fuck
hit,
out my face.
Nas would come out of the closet, telling fans on Twitter, some of y'all already know, some of y'all don't care, some of y'all not gonna fuck with me no more, but before this month ends, I want y'all to listen closely to Closure, a song that appears to be about someone finally accepting their sexuality, later confirming this by saying that the rainbow imagery used in his album cover should have made it obvious that he was gay.
One of your recent social media...
I don't like that song because as you said, I want and I need. So let's go. It's my time to be free. It's always what you learn. Oh, I want to visit this my life. I do what I fucking want.
Your posts hinted towards you revealing something about yourself in the future, and you haven't revealed that yet, and fans are pretty much clamoring to find out what that is.
I kind of revealed, you know.
You've given hints. What do you think you've revealed?
That I am gay.
And while some obviously resented him for this, while others could kind of care less,
I hardly didn't like. I was there. I hardly didn't care. I still was gonna listen to his music. So
either way, many championed him for coming out at the peak of his popularity.
Did your family know you were gay?
My dad and my sister, but the same month that I came out, I told them pretty much.
And after this, the guy was absolutely everywhere. He was making music with Cardi B, DaBaby, who was red hot at the time, and of course the real Nas, who inspired his name in the first place. And at that point, it was beyond clear that he was being backed by the industry machine, and also that the music was actually good enough to keep him on this upward trajectory. He was getting billions of views and streams on these songs, not even considering Old Town Road and its 1 million remixes. It was like the dude could do no wrong and he was destined to be a pop sensation. Now around this time, Nas would fully embrace his sexuality in both his music and his performances. I would definitely consider this a transitional phase for his public image, as this was something he admits he purposely did, even when it was subconsciously trying to clap back at the haters.
Anybody that's pissed off are the exact people that need to be pissed off, you know?
And at this point, it seemed like fully embracing the villain role and kind of pissing people off seemed to be something that Nas X really started to enjoy.
You know, my videos are much more like sexual and whatnot. And you know, we used to be happy that people would be like, oh, he's not like those other gay people, like all flamboyant and whatnot. And it was like, that's not a compliment, you know?
Going from using mostly comedy online to promote his music to now also using outrage to funnel attention to himself.
So what would you call what you do? Trolling, marketing, what is it?
It's all of it. It's all of it. It's trolling, it's marketing. It works.
Like if people thought he was going too far in his music videos, he would do something more outrageous on a live stage to provoke them even more. If his detractors said that he should be a role model for kids who listen to his music, he would do everything in his power to push himself out of that pigeonhole.
And seeing all these other artists who are gay kind of just like pushed to like this box of this bowl of gay artists, and it's like you're here.
It really did seem like every single week Nas was doing something deemed controversial, but he would not find himself in real hot water until he released the music video for his song Montero, aka
how
Call
much
Me By
I just told y'all in the beginning of this fucking video. Told y'all in the beginning of this video, man. that he was gonna mention this, bro.
Name, an illusion that refers to his legal name, Montero Lamar Hill, where Nas is featured giving the devil a lap dance.
Oh no, not that. I was talking about the Jesus stuff. No, this is something different.
Stripper pole to hell. This, accompanied by satanic imagery, definitely broke the internet, made a lot of people mad, while others celebrated what they saw as artistic expression. No matter what anyone thought though, this resulted in a massive hit for Lil Nas. I mean, at the time, he had even more monthly listeners on Spotify than Drake. Though I should note this can definitely be
he beat DK. He beat DK. Fuck DK.
Receiving metric to gauge an artist's overall success. And he would even double down on the whole Satan thing by releasing a '97 Nike Air Max shoe with more devilish illusions and imagery, including a drop of blood cemented into every pair of shoes.
The fact that it's on an Air Max 97, talk about this collaboration and how it came about.
With my song and my video, it was kind of like the perfect matchup. We came together and
y'all think y'all buy this shoe? I don't think I would have bought the shoe.
Like this shoe, this crazy shoe is here. Look at this. Look at the blood. That's insane. It's only 666 pairs of these.
Obviously, this would outrage the Christian community even more.
I feel like a lot of people gonna love it. Some people gonna be mad or whatever. But yeah, people already demonize who I am and put me in a painting of, okay, he's evil, he's doing this, he's doing that. So it's like, you know what, I'll take that. I'll be that, and I'm gonna make the best of it.
And Nike would even leverage a lawsuit against Nas for doing so.
This is about much more than shoes. Mr. Nas X, are you gay? What does this have to do with the shoes?
As this was an unofficial collaboration, to say the least. And this would be the first, but definitely not the last time that Nas would go to war with the Christian community. From here, he would put out a myriad of hit songs, including Sun Goes Down. That's
Cause I'm happy by the way. Can I get that love that? Can I get that jump that leap of faith? I hope it worked out for me. Oh, I wanna run away, wanna lie, I don't wanna lie. Send me a call, and I'll be real soon. And that's what I want, I think.
That's what I want.
And it worked for the champion. I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. All I told what's the door? You went on, you went lay low. You were waiting and I think he. And then Jack Harlow said, real classy, blah, blah. Nasty. Send it. Ashy, some shit, stop. Yeah, Ashy, just some shit.
Baby with industry plant Jack Harlow, as well as other songs that were well received. Though at that time, he would admit that he feared that his career and overall identity would always be wrapped up in Old Town Road.
Did you ever feel like Old Town Road was bigger than you?
Yeah, definitely.
At one time it was, I think so.
Yeah, absolutely.
This was something that he had to learn to accept.
I have this on because I resented Old Town Road for so long, and it's like, no, that's a blessing, that's a gift from God. Yeah.
During these next couple of years, he was still used
that's what I was talking about. But on the side, yeah, they on the like, don't try me. You better say no shit from somebody. Don't try me. These are pulling out to the party. Yeah, you know I got it. Win it. Little devils win it. Face and pretty. I'm not saying that word. I'm not saying that. Shit, she went on it. She look bad, but I feel her ears with boogers. And you know.
Twitter virality and other.
I look at this and I think.
antics to promote his music, but for the most part, he would stay out of the limelight from 2022 through 2023. But at the top of last year, 2024, Lil Nas definitely wanted to stoke his dimming fire once again, as he seemed to be hitting a bit of a lull in his career. I mean, don't get me wrong, the numbers were still strong, but his audience and streaming numbers, as well as his social media growth, was essentially cut in half. And this was while still releasing singles on a pretty normal basis. After all, with him being a pop artist, an album does not necessarily mean much, and I feel like his, or at least the label's strongest strategy, was to try and make every song a spectacle, meaning fuck this big body of work, we want the next big hit. And so he turned to his old bag of controversy, going even harder at Christianity directly with his song JerCrispy, where he is pictured as his
said,
version
bust
of
down, baby, I've been busting up. Understand? Know some in the end, it's the fact that Kai Cenat and fucking Aiden Ross got mad at this nigga for singing a song about this saying. It's crazy. And Kai, I didn't even know you was fucking Christian. You too, Aiden. I didn't even know you was Christian. Like, I don't even know. Y'all never strong and talk about, yeah, I was Christian and all that. I'm like, nigga, when was this?
Jesus Christ, as well
What
as
did
the
I
devil.
miss though?
This was clearly meant to be his next big single, his next Montero moment if you will, but it completely struck out compared to his other songs that had controversy centered around them, and even people who weren't Christian took offense to his depiction of himself up on the cross. But once again, Nas would come from this standpoint that everyone was taking him too seriously and that he really meant no harm.
But I also didn't mean to like mock. This wasn't like a fuck you to you people, fuck you to the Christians. Like, you know, it was not that. It was literally me saying, oh, I'm back like Jesus. Like, that was like the whole thing. I'm not the first person to dress up as Jesus. I'm not the first rapper. I'm not the first artist, and I won't be the last. And I know, like, given my history with, you know, the Call Me By Your Name video, anything that I do related to religion can be seen as like mockery. That just was not the case with this.
But this time, people were not defending him the way they were before, and in turn, he would actually double down, once again cosplaying as Jesus, and this time mocking the eating of the holy bread and the drinking of wine, which in the Catholic community represents the blood and body of Christ, something obviously not taken lightly by those who believe.
And I will say though, with the communion video, with me eating the crackers and juice, I thought that video was gonna be the video to lighten the mood, to take it down like less serious or whatnot. I thought that was something that we all wanted to do as kids or whatnot, but I didn't understand, you know, the reality of what it is. You know, it's me eating the communion.
Low key like, said, I don't know what's wrong. Like dead ass, son. I don't. And mind you, you know, God, forgive me for like the people for Christian, bro. But I feel like them Christian people be taking that shit too serious. So you telling me you gotta wait till you married with the chick? I could have been no Christian. I couldn't, son. I just can't be no Christian. I couldn't, bro. You know, YouTube don't strike this down, but I'm just keeping it real. I just can't. I couldn't, son. I just couldn't, bro. Like, bro, I can't, bro. I'm just keeping a buck.
Symbolism of like Jesus.
Please, YouTube, don't take it down.
And bones or something like that. I don't remember completely. But I do apologize for that. I will say I am sorry for that.
But hey, at least he came up online and fucking.
I've been working too hard. I have to take a vacation. You're on vacation in the town.
That was overboard.
At least he came out and apologized because some of the artists don't even want to come out and apologize with whatever they did for your fans. So you should be happy that he came out and did what he did.
So by this point, Nas had pissed off both the Christians and the Catholics, as well as other people in general who kind of just found the entire thing to be distasteful.
And then, you know, on top of that, like seeing like actual fans like turn and say like, whoa, why is he doing this? Why does he keep messing with these people?
This was obviously a massive blunder and a move that Nas X would regret even more than the music video itself.
Then I looked at the video with me like eating like the communion or whatnot, and I was like, okay, this looks really bad on paper. This thing that I thought was just like a little jokey, fun video.
And like I said before, this song JerCrispy was an absolute flop. This would in turn hurt the mental health of Nas X, and at this point he would definitely shy away from the limelight, seemingly right after he was ramped up for his next big campaign in his career. I feel like it's kind of the same vibes of what happened with that movie Snow White recently. The audience had spoken and they weren't listening to this song, debuting at 69 on the Billboard Hot 100 before falling straight off the charts 1 week later. Comparing this to Old Town Road, which spent 49 straight weeks on the Billboard Hot 100, Industry Baby that did 41 weeks, reaching the #1 spot at one point, and even Montero that spent 35 weeks on the Hot 100, debuting at #1, this was obviously a really bad sign. Because now he had all this backlash with no numbers to make it worth it.
I can say as many things as I want, but knowing my history, they look right, I look wrong.
But still, months later, he stood by his decision.
You know, bleep it out, but my haters. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna go outside. I deserve to be out here. I deserve the right to exist. Connected with something higher, and I felt like I was just having fun, and I want to get back to that, and not just like, oh, I'm gonna teach my haters a lesson. Like.
And so he would be mostly quiet in 2024, besides the occasional random release.
What are you excited about over the next, 12 months for you? What's something that's inspiring, pulling you and pushing you forward right now for the next 12 months?
I think the main thing I'm focused on is picking myself up out of this hole that I feel that I'm in, you know what I mean?
And only a couple of weeks ago would he really begin to campaign.
And y'all know about Dream Boy. Dream Boy actually was a good song.
His new album, Days Before Dream Boy. This was released at the tail end of March, and it basically has created zero buzz online, with most of the songs besides the single
Hot Box. Hit me with your loving. Girl, I'm not saying boy. Girl, you know I wanna pick you up and love you. I've been waiting on you. Yeah, 11 no. Me and all the hoes that I got is gonna be fucking on these other hoes. You thought I was gonna say that?
Hot Box.
Pick me up and love you. Girl, you know I've been one of the
less than a couple 100,000 views in the first 2 months. In fact, I didn't even know this album had come out. And even Lil Nas' social media efforts have been falling flat, with him seemingly unable to go viral.
This new pussy open up doors that ain't never been open before. This new pussy make the niggas fall in love. This new gonna make the bitches fall in love.
It's like he's trying his old antics, but they're not working. And this is obviously a massive shift from the time where he could post literally anything and it was getting millions of impressions and positive reinforcement from the internet.
Like, there's a part of you that likes a little bit of chaos. And I was going to ask you, what does positive chaos look like to Montero, and what does negative chaos look like?
I think that the thing is, it's usually when I can control it. I've lost. I don't think I have the grip on controlling it. I feel like it does a lot of what it wants now, you know?
And at this point, even with this new release, his audience has been cut by over 66% since his peak. And now for Nas, he's going to be at a very interesting place in his career. Because without the numbers, the label has already found a new shiny toy to play with. And at this point, they are going to start caring less and less about Nas X, and pouring absolutely no gasoline on his career. This can obviously make it very hard to release music, hard to get the budgets he might desire to try and go viral, and overall it's a really bad place to be for him, after they were likely pouring a lot of resources into his career for years.
You know, I started posting the stuff that I wish I would have seen during, like, I don't know, a lot of dark times I've been having in my own life. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wanted to share that with the people and, you know, get out of my comfort zone of only being like the funny man.
Overall, I do think that Nas X is a talented guy who has obviously accomplished more than most in the music industry. But at the same time, with him constantly changing around his style and sound, it is hard to get a core fan base. And after a while, I feel like the antics can start to hurt your career way more than they help. Because it's kind of like The Boy Who Cried Wolf, but instead it's the guy who will do absolutely anything for attention. He also alienated his fan base with a few of these moves. And honestly, when your audience is on the younger side, they tend to move on to other artists naturally and swiftly as they age. And your only hope as an artist is that they either age with you, or you keep bringing in new fans of that same demographic, but that is extremely hard to do, especially in pop music. You know, the genre that is most dependent on the industry machine. So yes, I want to know what you guys...
Anyways, I feel like, as a person, I feel like Lil Nas may have another outbreak song. I feel like people need to just go ahead and start stepping, gay people. They might as well need to start stepping gay people down the line, because they actually make some good ass music, bro. And like, bro, I feel like Lil Nas is still popping. I feel like he's not gonna fall off. I feel like he's gonna drop. He gonna keep dropping some good music, bro. But he's just not gonna get that touch as because if he would have never dropped that Christianity or that devil worship thing, then he probably would have been straight. He would have probably been straight. But hey, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Do y'all feel like Lil Nas fell off or some stuff? I don't think he fell off. Us Snyder fans. I feel like they just get defended that quick and shit like that. And you know, it just be jokes and laughing and all that stuff. You know how people be getting their feelings and all that stuff. But we're on the road to 300. I see y'all when I see y'all. Love y'all to the bottom of my heart.